Knockout win over DJ Linderman, highlight reel type of stuff tonight. Looked a little upset right before that punch landed, and an eye poke gotcha seems to be something that happens on a regular occasion too. What was going through your mind when that happened, and talk us through the knockout?
Nothing was going through my mind except he poked me in the eye. You know what I mean? And I looked at Herb, and Herb was like, I didn't see it. So, I respect him. He's the best rep we have in the world. He's the best rep in the world. And if he didn't see it, okay. I respect that because, they don't see everything. And I heard DJ's corner say, go get him. They thought that was the opportunity, and he just left himself open. And, I trained to punch, step backwards and punch at the same time. Kind of like, Chuck Liddell used to do that, back up and punch at the same time. And that's exactly what happened. We train that day in and day out, step back and punch at the same time, and it worked.
You talked to me yesterday a little bit about the move to 205 pounds, and you said with a smile, if you'd have known how you would have felt, how your life would be, you would have done it a long time ago. Talk about that change. And, Mike Straka said in the ring tonight, he likes the new Anthony Johnson. Seemed a little more personable, a little more happy. Were you always that upset?
Yeah, I was always upset. I hated everybody whenever I was dropping to 170, especially on weigh-in day, But everything happens for a reason. I don't take back anything that happened in my past because if it hadn't happened back then, I wouldn't be who I am right now. So, but moving to 205 definitely was the best decision I've ever, made in my life.
A lot of people would wonder, will the power transfer to the newer, bigger weight class? I think you've answered that pretty convincingly. How do you feel at this weight? How do you feel you can compete with the top guys?
I don't know. I guess we have to see. When I get a top guy, we'll see exactly where I belong. And not saying DJ isn't a top guy, but he's tough as nails. He took a couple of hits and obviously took a kick straight to the dome, and he didn't drop. So it surprised me. I was like, this guy has a hard noggin. But my hat goes off to him, you know what I mean? He's still a warrior. I have nothing but respect for him.
Speaking of DJ Linderman, he went down in a heap tonight. It's one of those walk-off type punches. Did you know you had him when you landed it?
No. Usually when you knock somebody out, you don't feel it. You just happen to hit him in the right spot. And that's exactly what happened. I didn't think he was going to fall the way he did. I don't think he's ever been knocked out. I don't think he's ever been stopped like that or knocked out, and I think I was the first. So I'm proud of myself.
Talk about World Series of Fighting tonight. It's their first event. Your expectations coming in, were they met? What do you think about how things went tonight? And what are your expectations for the future fighting in this organization?
I think this organization is going to do great. My expectations for myself with this organization is just take it one fight at a time. I'm just happy to be here. So I don't expect anything. Like I said, I just take things one day at a time, one fight at a time, one pitch, one punch, one kick at a time. You know what I mean? One win at a time, one check at a time. So I don't expect anything. But I do think this organization is going to go very, very far. There's no doubt in my mind that this organization is going to fail because these guys are doing big things already.